living beings are composed of molecules, which are broken down to atoms and, ultimately electrons, protons, and neutrons. The fact is we are all a bunch of charged and neutral particles floating around in some prescribed order. According to Albert Einstein, matter and energy are regarded as equivalent and related to the speed of light. Since we all consist of energy particles, what on God's green earth makes women so darn superior? Are there particles traveling faster than the speed of light? Wives seem to excel in the phenomenon of shopping, or more accurately looking and buying and returning. Most husbands, charged with driving the New York to Florida round trip once a year, are anxious to reach their destination in the shortest possible time. This is particularly true as we get older and find driving more stressful. However, the generic wife, who rarely worries about her husband's stress level, plans the trip according to the location of outlet malls, in which the same stores repeat themselves all along Route 95.
I have our Florida route all mapped out. I have included the lists of outlet malls in maps. Come here and look. I have them spread out all on the living room carpet.
The trip must be arranged for the CFO, Chief Feminine Officer, to buy clothing in her favorite stores. But she will always change her mind about the size, color, or style when she arrives at the hotel. Thus she returns the item or items to the store of the same chain in the very next mall. She then repeats the routine with the same stores, in the next mall, etc., etc., etc. The old axiom that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line doesn't apply to the feminine logic. It should be rephrased as the distance between two of Liz Claiborne's stores doesn't matter, as long as we get there before closing time.
Come on, honey. It is so cold here. I can't wait until we get to Florida where it is warm. Why is it taking you so long to pack our stuff in the car?
Because, for a change, the stuff waiting to be put into the car occupies a volume larger than that of the available car space. We go through this every year. I am supposed to figure out how to defy physics. Let the fun begin. It should be a simple and straightforward trip, Route 95 all the way. But the husband is not allowed to pursue the obvious. Instead, the pre-trip routine finds a happy wife with lists and lists of outlet malls and maps spread out all over the living room carpet. Despite the stereotype that women do not have a good sense of direction, wives, with a passion for shopping, seem to have an inborn GPS aimed at their select stores. The husband tiptoes through the map-covered carpet, notices the large number of encircled sites, and immediately goes into a panic attack, gulping Xanax by the handful. While gasping for breath, he calculates that Florida would be reached just in time to begin the return trip to New York.
I don't like how this bathing suit looks on me. So when we stop at the other outlet malls on our trip down, I will try on more bathing suits. We can always stop on our way back and return the ones I don't like.
And what about the actual shopping adventures? It appears that hubby is on an invisible leash. He obediently carries her packages and wonders how to fit them into the car. She turns right and he swings right. She stops and he stops. In the stores, he sits in the husband bleachers commiserating with all the fellow sufferers, who have the same harried expression on their faces. We men do have one saving grace. The Lord hath given us complete dominion over the toilet. We are secretly thrilled when the wife shrieks after sitting down on the cold porcelain. Without a stewardess announcement, we ignore the rule that we must restore the toilet seat to its original down position after completing our mission. Also, convention dictates that women must tend to their needs and get out immediately. We men can read the rise and fall of the Roman Empire in one sitting, and no harm will befall us. Before I lose my bathroom privileges altogether, I must state that none of what I said is autobiographical. I have to admit that, when I signed the ketubah, which is the Hebrew marriage contract, I didn't understand a word of it. Apparently some rabbi scribe inserted some clauses designed to condemn the husband to eternal damnation. It specifies, in clear terms, that the wife's character is unassailable and the husband is irrevocably committed to a lifetime of trying and failing to meet her unreachable standards. Oh yes. There is also the need for daily apologies. so I apologize for everything I said.